everybody. I hope you are all fine. Today we have already finished our English main text. Now we are moving to the supplementary text, that is also the last lesson, the 8th lesson. The name of the lesson is A Pact with the Sun. Okay, and in this lesson we see a girl, and the girl's name is Saida. Saida. It is a story about this girl because her mother fell sick and her parents, her father and relatives had taken Saida's mother to various types of given various types of medication. They had given allopathy, Ayurvedic and all, homeopathy, everything. And all the doctors said she's perfectly alright, but only thing she has to get, she feels fatigue. Fatigue means tiredness, and for that the only thing she should get the warmth and the light of the sun. That is the only remedy which can heal Saida's mother. And the next day onwards they were waiting for the sun, but unfortunately from that day onwards the brightness of the sun was getting less due to the clouds. So Saida had a little conversation. She's a little girl and she had a little conversation with the sun, and that is what the lesson is about. Okay, now we will go to the lesson. All of you take the textbook. A Pact with the Sun. Saida's mother had been ailing for a long time. Fever, cough, body ache, painful joints and whatnot. Treated by a variety of physicians, all types of physicians. I said Ayurvedic, homeopathy and allopathy. That is also for weeks. She often showed signs of improvement, but soon relapsed into her old sick self. One complaint substituted by another. All the doctors will give her medicine, and she will, after taking the medicine, she will show some sign of relief. But after some time, again her condition will change to the sickness stage. She will feel the same cough, fever, body ache and all those things. Though weak and colorless, she was forbidden normal food and was under strict orders to remain perpetually confined to her small, dingy room with doors and windows fastened, deprived of sunshine and fresh air. And all these doctors, she felt that she became very, her skin became very colorless and she became very tired. And after that, the doctors told she should not go out of the room. She has to be confined. Confined means only inside the room. Don't go out. And she has to avoid certain types of food also. All types of food she should not take. She has to avoid certain food. And she has to be inside the room. Don't go out. That was the advice of the physicians. And it was in a dingy room with doors and windows closed. All the doors and windows fastened. Fastened means closed tightly. Deprived of sunshine and fresh air. And if the windows and doors are closed, you will not get the sunshine. You will not get the fresh air. When she became critical, her relatives and neighbors persuaded her to consult a specialist, even though his fee was likely to be high. When she became more critical, her neighbors and relatives said that there is a very good specialist, though his fees is little high, he is very good doctor, and they are not very rich people, but still they want the they want their mother, Saida's mother, to be in good health. So they thought of spending more money by borrowing from somebody also. They thought that to go and show Saida's mother to that specialist. Life is more precious than money. Okay, even though they are very rich, they have to borrow the money, but they knew that life is more precious than money. Money, people make money if they are alive. So it is our duty to make the people healthy. Then only the people can make money. Money cannot make people, but people can make money through their hard work. So money is more precious than life is more precious than money. They said. Saida's mother was poor, but she heeded their advice and sold a few trinkets to pay the doctor's fee and the cost of medicine. And Saida has got trinkets. Trinkets means small, little copper cheap ornaments, maybe not very costly ones, maybe not 21 carat or 24 carat like that, and cheap ornaments. They thought of selling that ornaments to find out the money, to collect the money, to take Saida's mother to the specialist. And the doctor came in a few days and examined her and prescribed effective but costly medicine. The doctor came and he examined Saida's mother and he prescribed very costly, but at the same time it will be very effective. Her mother will improve her health very fast. So costly medicine. To the question as to what she should eat, he said, anything you wish to eat. And the people, Saida's father and relatives, they asked, what food she can take? She should be given what type of food? And doctor said, anything. Chapati, vegetables, milk, fruits, etc. In addition to all this, he added emphatically. Emphatically means very firmly. He said that you can give any type of food, chapati, vegetables, fruits, then cereals, milk, everything. But mind you, one thing I am going to tell you that is very important. Emphatically told, leave this dark oval and occupy a bigger room with the doors and windows open. When the doctor came doctor came to examine Saida, she was confined in a very stuffed, that means with all the other items are there in the room, in a dingy room, not very neat and tidy, full of dust in that room, and the doors and windows were closed. And as soon as he entered, the people will feel suffocation. They will not get fresh air. So he told, first and foremost, I am telling you, very important, emphatically I am telling, you have to take her to a bigger room with all the windows and doors opened. So leave this dark oval and occupy a bigger room with doors and windows open. Sit in the sun every morning from 8 to 9. Now every day she has to sit under the sun from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. That time the sunshine, the light and warmth of the sun has some medicative power. So if they, and the people, the children, those who get jaundice, they will be shown, they will be asked, the doctors will ask the children to be kept under the sun for half an hour or 1 hour in the morning and also in the evening. That sunshine is not too hot, neither too hot nor too warm, too cold. So that time, that light, fresh air they will get, and the light also has some medicative properties in that sunshine. So it is told that Saida's mother should sit under the sun from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. from morning. Sunshine and fresh air, he concluded, are more important than medicine. And he said that people will take the patients to the doctor and give a full stuff of medicine, a lot of medicine, and they will be in the room confined. They will be in a room. They are not allowed to go outside. But this doctor told that more than medicine, sunshine and fresh air are more important. The doctor and his advice became a subject of noisy commentary among all present. Some people said that why this doctor is telling like that. Different types of opinions were arising. Some favored while others opposed it. Some people said that whatever this doctor is telling us, he is talking about fresh air and light, the warmth of the sun. Not too hot, but the morning and evening warmth of the sun, and also the fresh air. And some agreed that that is correct. But there are people who opposed it. Exposure to sun and air for someone afflicted with chronic cough cough was dangerous. An experienced lady declared, and a lady said that those who are having cough, and if they sit under the sunshine, those are having chronic cough. That means continuous cough. No, after taking medicine also it is not relieving. The person is not getting any relief. So, and one lady, experienced lady, said that it's not good. It will not do any good to Saida's mother if she sits under the sunshine. An experienced lady declared. A younger neighbor nearly quarreled with her over this. And younger generation, old lady, but through her experience, she said that I don't think this will do any good to Saida's mother if she sit under the sun. And the younger generation said that no, definitely whatever the doctor said is correct, and fresh air and sunshine will do a lot of improvement in Saida's mother. And the younger generation said like that, and both were talking like that. They turned to nearly a quarrel situation. Okay. Saida's mother, a younger neighbor, nearly quarreled with her over this. Too exhausted to participate in the debate, Saida's mother remained quiet but determined to follow the doctor's advice. Saida's mother heard both were talking. The elderly lady as well as the younger generation. Both, one is supporting the doctor, the younger one, and the older one is opposing. Saida's mother heard both of their opinion, but she kept quiet, and in her mind she thought that I will opt for the doctor's advice. I will carry out his instructions to the letter. Move my bed into the next room and let me sit in the sun on my charpoy for an hour daily. And Saida's mother, after this ladies' quarrel, when they left, they told her family members. Saida's mother told her family members, keep my charpoy. Charpoy means my bed. That is a Hindi word, charpoy. Keep my charpoy. Keep my bed in a bigger room, so that I will sit there and I can enjoy the warmth of sun and the fresh air. Okay, next.